Hello everybody, so today I'm reviewing Neighbours. I'm not even going to call it Bad Neighbours. I don't understand why in UK and Australia it's just been released as Bad Neighbours. Like with something out there like, hey, we've got the TV series Neighbours and it's shown in the UK and Australia. Maybe someone would think we're making a Neighbours film. No, you should just call it Neighbours in the UK and Australia. I don't understand why it's called Bad Neighbours in the UK and Australia. I saw it as Bad Neighbours, the title Bad Neighbours came on the screen, but I'm just going to talk about it as Neighbours today. Neighbours is a really, really funny film, and I was worried about this at first. I was worried that it wasn't going to be as funny as I was hoping it to be, but it's one of the best comedies I've seen in a very, very long time. One of the best comedies of this year that I've seen so far. This is directed by Nicholas Stoller, who is best known for Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Getting to the Greek, and The 5-Year Engagement. I enjoy Forgetting Sarah Marshall a lot. It's a absolutely hilarious film. Getting to the Greek is also a really hilarious film and is very underrated. And 5-Year Engagement, I enjoyed some moments of it, but it wasn't as good as I was hoping it to be. But Jason Segel was the best thing about that film. But let's go into reviewing Neighbours. So Neighbours stars Zac Efron as Teddy and Dave Franco as Pete and Christopher Mintz-Plasse as Scooney. They are the people in the frat house, the main people in the frat house. Then we have Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne, who play Seth Rogen plays Mac and Rose Byrne plays Kelly. They are in a house. They have a baby, but then a frat house moves next door, and now they have to deal with this frat house and all the problems they're having with the frat house. And a war is pretty much waged against them, and they're going to try and outdo each other's pranks and terrible things they will do to each other. Neighbours is a film that does a lot of crazy things that I was not expecting. It pushes itself very, very far, and I'm really surprised at a lot of things they got away with. I've seen a lot of bad comedies recently, and comedies that haven't really made me laugh. I'm looking at you, Ride Along. Kevin Hart was the best thing about Ride Along, but it's just, I've seen comedies that just haven't made me laugh one bit. They're meant to be a comedy, but I just didn't get any laughs from them. But Neighbours, on the other hand, had me laughing a lot. Straight from the first 5 minutes, it is absolutely hilarious with everything that it does, and just absolutely crazy at the same time with many things that it does. Zac Efron is an incredibly, incredibly likeable guy. He is playing an arsehole in this, but he's just a really likeable guy as well, and he's actually really, really funny. And for people that hate him, just shush, because he's actually a really likeable guy, and he's actually really, really good in this. Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne's chemistry as the couple is brilliant, and there's some really, really funny scenes with them. You were seeing about parenthood, and there's a realism to parenthood, and I feel that parents or people that know people with kids will sort of be able to understand this, as it's very realistic and shows what having a baby can really do to a couple. But it's absolutely hilarious. Dave Franco is just beautiful as always, the man crush, you know. He's got that smile that him and James Franco both have, that crazy wide smile. And Christopher Mintz-Plasse is a really weird character in here, and there's something really weird that they have with him. Neighbours is a film that is just absolutely silly, crazy, hilarious. This got me laughing a lot, and I wasn't expecting to laugh as much as I did at this, and there's things that I really didn't expect from this film, but the writers have done a really good job with the script. He's done an excellent job. Nicholas Stoller has done an excellent job directing. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg are also the producers on this, and you can tell with the things. But it's just this cast works so well together to create this really fun film that just people will have a lot of fun with. You won't have a boring moment of it. It's so much fun, and I'm glad that this comedy has came along, because so many bad comedies, but it shows that comedies like this can still have fun. Yeah, it's got its stoner moments and stuff, but what do you expect from Seth Rogen? But it's funny, and Seth Rogen is brilliant in it as always, and I love that guy. Should give him a big hug. I don't know. But it's so much fun, and you should go and see Neighbours when it comes out on May 9th in America and May 3rd in the UK. It is just a whole lot of fun. And I think this comedy will be sort of this is the end of this year, but it's nice and good, and you can tell that the whole cast are having a whole lot of fun. It gets a 9 out of 10 from me, because there's some little problems there with it. It wasn't like, there were some things that I was hoping for a little bit more with some stuff, but it's still a really, really fun film, and the cast do an excellent job with everything, and I highly, highly suggest checking it out. It's one of the best comedies I've seen in a long time, and I hope that this group of people still keep making these comedies because it's fun. And Rose Byrne as well is absolutely hilarious in this film, and I just loved her in this. So that is my review for today. If you've seen Bad Neighbours, tell me there if you enjoyed it. If you're going to see it, are you excited for it? And what's your favourite Seth Rogen comedy? And what do you think of Zac Efron? I think he's a cool guy. He seems really cool in this, and he's really nice. And you know, a lot of people have man crush on him. Seth Rogen has even said he had a man crush on him and thinks he's beautiful and stuff. It's just, this film is a whole lot of fun, and I really, really suggest you check it out. That is all from me today. Goodbye.